Hey, what is going on, you guys? It is Mr. No Sleep here from Old School RuneScape, and welcome to a brand new loot video for you all today. Today I bring you guys loot from Pking at Moss Giants for 10 hours. Now in this video you guys are going to see all sorts of people being PK'd while they're killing Moss Giants. You know, these people might be doing Wilderness Slayer, they might just be stacking up some keys for the Moss Giant boss, or some of them might even be waiting for PKers to attack them, such as myself, for them to anti-PK me for well over 50 mil, because in this video we're going to be risking a lot of GP. Now it is important to say that this was all recorded right before Bounty Hunter came out, so I wasn't down a Void Waker or anything. I was actually doing pretty good. I had just finished up the Revenant video that I just uploaded that you guys gave me some great feedback on. Thank you for that. And so I just wanted a little bit of a break from PVMing, and I wanted to go ahead and, you know, try out this Void setup. I have never really PK'd with Void before, so let's have some fun today, and let's see if we can get any good PKs at Moss Giants. I only ran into 3 PKers during this video, and this guy was the first one, and I wasn't really prepared to fight a PKer, so I was panicking pretty hard, but it seemed to be that he was too. So we were just continuing on our fight here, and he did actually chance me in the very beginning with that Void Waker, but later on the fight kind of slowed down, and we both mutually agreed that we're not the best PKers. Apparently this guy was on mobile, which I could never PK on mobile. Have any of you guys ever done that? Leave a comment below. I know some people are just always on mobile, you know, got thousands of Vorkath KC or something like that. Very impressive. Needless to say though, that fight ended pretty quickly and we both got out of there. Alright, here's the perfect example of a Moss Giant PK. So this guy's just simply blowpiping them. He just picked up his cannon, so I went in for the rush. I didn't want that cannon to be placed down again, and we did actually get half of it. 962k. I wonder what he was doing with that spade as well. This is how I like to approach these PVMers. I always go in from the west because they usually never see you coming. You can also go in from the east, but I just feel like they have a better shot at seeing you if you choose that route. So I always start with the tele block, and then I instantly click that mini map so I can get closer to them to throw the entangle, and then it's all just DPS from there on out, usually with either the AGS, the claws, and we did get a nice 465k from that guy. What was he doing with that lockpick? We got a runner. We always have a runner, though. I feel like no one really tries to fight back. Again, unless they're trying to anti-PK. But the claws into the AGS for this guy. He's got Proselyte. Not that much defense bonus. 67. And he did have a Vigorous Chain Mace, I thought, but I didn't get any ether from it, so that's pretty strange. As you can see, this guy was almost dead to this PKer, and I simply told him, hey, you go to multi, I'll help you out. And that PKer left this guy alone, so this was my good deed of the day. See, I don't kill everyone. I like to help people sometimes. Another guy here wasn't risking too much, but they did make me laugh, so I'll give them credit for that. So, yeah, we did get the kill. I don't even think I showed the loot key from it because I only got leather boots or something like that. But the guy that lost half of his cannon, he did return to the 2200 world, and I did kill him yet again for about 700 cannonballs. Not too bad. I don't know what this random guy in a rune full helm was running or doing. I mean, at first I thought he was doing a clue scroll because he's kind of dressed a little welfare-ish, and DDS, you know, kind of spells out hard clue, if you know what I mean. And yeah, I did kill him. He wasn't really killing Moss Giants, but figure he was in the surrounding area. The thing about this area is I was also killing anyone who was running out of the Revenant cave, and also the occasional black Chinchampa hunter, so you will see that. And at the very end of the video, I did a few kills at Calvarion. So if you like what you see, make sure to let me know, and I'll make sure to do 10 hours of PKing at a wilderness boss next. The reason I stayed away from that is because there's a lot of good anti-PKers there compared to Moss Giants. You know, I like to kind of choose my battles wisely. But anyway, we have this guy with an afro. I have nothing against the afro, but I don't really know what he was doing here. Part of me wants to say he was going for a Mage Arena 2 cape, but when I killed him, all I got was, you know, 3k in runes. So what's he doing with that? And looking back now, that looks like a normal cape instead of a Zamorak cape, but I don't know, I could have been wrong. He had a knife and a 1 GP. What was he doing? Anyway, here we are back at Moss Giants, finally getting another PVMer here. Kind of a low risker compared to other PVMers people who bring like crossbow or even that other bow that you can get from the Phantom Muspa along with Missouri, but I did get the quick kill with the 61 Void Waker, and what a shock, 16k. This guy was running into the Revenant Caves, so I chased him. Not really my thing to kill people in the Revenant Caves. There are way too many PKers for that, but quick 250k, I'll take it. And then this next one is why I love the Ballista. Such a powerful weapon. Granted, it seems to be very inaccurate sometimes, but when it does hit, it hits hard. And we did get that final hit being a 60, and we did get the smite as well, so those Barrows gloves are mine now, 155k. So here I was in the middle of trying to kill a guy who was at Moss Giants. Then I noticed that someone's killing a Zamorak Wizard, and they just finished the kill on their hard clue step, so I perfectly landed the TB and the Entangle at the exact same time, and luckily this person was just not expecting it, which, to be fair, anytime I've done this hard clue step, I have never once been PK'd here. So in other words, it was the best timing for me, worst timing for them, and to make matters worse for them, they brought their master clue scroll book, which means I got all of their teleports, 5.5 mil. And I even got the clue scroll reward, ancient plate legs and stuff. I mean, that what? So sorry to that guy, but you can't be bringing that in the wilderness. It's dangerous. I also don't understand when people hunt black chins at this combat bracket and they only have like D-Hide and an MSB. You definitely got to bring good tank setup, or else it's just really easy to PK, and you know, 70k there just like nothing. So this next guy, I don't know what he was doing. I guess he was trying to freeze me so that he could maybe log out underneath me, but he was hunting some chins, but unfortunately he only had 10 so far. Now here's what I like to see at Moss Giants: Missouri with the, I guess that's the crystal bow. It's got a different name to it, but you guys know what I mean. And yeah, you guys see he was AFK, which is definitely understandable because very AFK-able location. But yeah, we did get the Barrows gloves, the Archer helm, nice 302k, and he did make his way back. This time he was anti-PKing because he did venge my second spec there, and he did get me all the way down to 48 HP, so I could have easily died here, but we did get the kill yet again, and this time 261k. Well, here we have Mojo Jojo here running down so many levels of the wilderness, and this guy could have logged out, but he just wanted to, I guess, tank it, maybe get away on his own there. A couple people made the mistake of thinking they could enter the Furox while being tele-blocked, but you actually can't, and to my surprise, that guy had over 160k in potions in his inventory, so I picked them all up. Man, I got an extra 57k from the chins. This guy thought he was clever dropping that Renard seed on the ground. Well, it's mine now, and then we go in for the kill. So not much from this guy. Black D-Hide, he's got that tentacle whip thing. 9k, but I'll take it. Sadly, this guy got away, but I'm not surprised. Anyone who has a Barbarian Assault pet probably knows how to click very well, so he's gone now. And to make matters worse, on my return trip here, you know, I gotta occasionally go for a Chinchompa hunter. I did get frozen, and yeah, I didn't have any mithril seeds, so they did get away. Well, it's one thing to hunt black chins with a set of Black D-Hide, but it's another thing to do it naked. I don't get it. I mean, 62 black chins, they literally had nothing, so why? This is the wilderness. I don't, whatever. So I did kill another guy who's dressed in whole diary gear, but only got 7k from him, so. And this is what happens when you spend too long in the 2200 worlds killing people. They call for backup, and as you can see, I was not ready for backup. I was getting chanced left and right, well, risking about 140 mil here, and luckily, somehow, I got away. So, yeah, nice try there, Stu. Well, I needed a break, obviously, after that, so I checked out the Elder Chaos Druids, and I got a few kills here. Nothing crazy. 106k from that guy. It's better than average, honestly. But yeah, making our way back to the Moss Giants, they had this guy on the ropes, and nice 57 from the Ballista. 45k from this guy, but that's mainly because he didn't have a wilderness weapon. And one of the only Iron Men that I did kill in this video, shout out to his username there, rest in peace, Kimbo Slice. The irony of this guy actually having more black Chinchompas than all the mains that I killed, 275. That is ridiculous. I mean, I usually bank at 250 on my main or my Iron Man while hunting these. But he did leave a comment on my last video saying, hey, where's the clip of you killing me for 1 mil worth of chins? Well, there you go, my man. Sorry about that, but thanks for being a good sport about it. Alright, this is what we like to see. Missouri helmet, as well as a blowpipe and a cannon. I only wish it was a webweaver bow so I can get that ether, but their username was Slur, and I got 72k from them. Good to see the snapegrass seeds are going back up. Unfortunately, this one guy did get away from me, and for some reason I felt like opening up 14 crystal implings, so there you go. Well, it's reasons like this that I don't PK with my public chat on, because every time I do, it seems like someone's saying something so nice about my channel and myself, and then I have to kill them after that. It's almost like I have to stop attacking them. So when you can't see what they say, it makes it easier for the heart, you know, makes it easier for the soul and the mind to just go ahead and, you know, kill them real quick. That guy had La Rupia, and we got a couple chins from him. Nice to see people still wearing that these days. Alright, so here is, I think, the third PKer of the video. As you remember, we tanked the first two, and my goodness, it was a struggle with that, but this guy, it seemed like he was more on my level. Not to mention the whole fight, he was literally trying to just escape, so it made it a lot easier to kill him, and we did get 572k, so I will take it. And don't you just want to know how many Chinchampas these guys have that are dressed in tank gear and that almost get away from you? Well, that guy had 126, so it wasn't as much as I wanted, but I was actually proud that I finally killed a tank chin hunter. This other guy looked like Sparkmac in 2011 with his dragon claws in the inventory there, dragon boots while killing these green dragons, but I did get 336k from him. And this is kind of where I started to try out other locations. Nice little kill at Calvarion, 196k. I think what we can learn from the time that I spent at Moss Giants is people just don't risk a lot there, and I don't think that's ever going to change. If you're lucky, you might find someone that is risking like an archer's ring or pieces of a cannon, but other than that, I really didn't find any big riskers there. So that kind of summarizes my 10 hours spent at Moss Giants, and everything else is just a little bit extra here. But one of the guys that I did fight was an anti-PKer, and he actually had full swamp bark, and we did go the distance. I mean, we ran down 20 levels of wilderness, and I did get the kill eventually for a nice 1.6 mil. That meant a lot to me because that guy scared me multiple times during that fight, so I was glad to hold my own there, and I was also TB'd, so I had to fight back. Nice little 14k from that guy at Moss Giants. Following that, we did kill yet again another guy who was on Slayer task here, and yeah, you can kind of tell that you'll make a lot more money killing people who target the wilderness bosses more so than the people that target Moss Giants. But that's a prime example right there of that Void Waker spec on me, that everyone here at the wilderness boss is anti-PK, so you are taking a risk. You never know what can happen while you're killing someone here, so it's very dangerous. If I'm going to make a video here, I most likely won't be risking as much, but as you can see, just from this one PK, we got 1.7 mil, so the money here can be incredible if you do get lucky and someone's got a full inventory and whatnot. But yeah, as you can see, with that Ancient Godsword spec being a 60 and then following it up with a 57, usually I Void Waker after, but this person didn't pray melee, so I didn't need to. It was just incredible to see that stack there. Another Moss Giant PVMer, only 33k from this person, and then I wanted to try out the Crazy Archaeologist, see if there's any level 120s going for collection log slots there. 445k from that guy. People always tend to bring magic here, and they never bank, it seems. Another 132k from this guy, and following that, I did actually kill 2 other people, but I didn't put that in the video because the loot wasn't that great. 88k from the last guy. And overall, a very fun day of PKing. Very surprised I did not die, but the overall loot, let's go ahead and look at Runelight. This is 54 people killed, 0 deaths. Granted, almost none of them fought back, so it's not much to be proud of, but I made about 19.8 mil in a time spent of 10 hours, and it's all profit, so that's awesome. Almost 2 mil an hour, just having some fun. Well, thank you guys very much for watching. I have loot from 1,000 of something coming out for you guys tomorrow night, so until then, thank you very much for the YouTube channel member support every month. Special shout out to Matthew Stivers and Angelzblood, and until next time, Mr. No Sleep out.